There we go. There we go. Okay. I don't know what it is. I upgraded my thing to. I did go to 11, right? And I noticed every time I have an update, all my things go back to default. So now you guys can hear me. So I was telling her to make sure to put the girls away because we don't want to get kicked off YouTube here. And I was telling her it's kind of sexist because I can go topless on a show and nobody's going to care. And I think that's kind
Right.
of sexist. So
Yeah.
can they hear you now? They should be able to hear you now. And I was saying to people that I got really bad lighting because there's just no natural lighting in here right now. It's too early in the morning. So I got this drop lighting here, so I look really spooky. I apologize, but again, nobody's gonna be looking at me because I got Jess here, and well, I'm not an idiot, so I know how that works. I am using her for views, yes. So your point. But we are going to be talking about something that she knows about, which I'm going to be using for views, not just the way she appears. People, you superficial pieces of shit. Jesus Christ, I'm not all light. I mean, I don't use her just because she's pretty. I use her because she's smart too. Is that okay? That you're smart?
Sure.
Why? Damn, I'm telling you, you really like. You don't think? I don't know why you don't think you're smart. I think you're smart. I think you're really smart. But I find it to be more of a street smart kind of. I don't have.
Right, because I don't know about squigglies.
But you like the squigglies. The squigglies look good, didn't they?
Receptor luminize.
But did the squigglies look good?
The squigglies looks good.
Thank you. As long as you have nice squigglies, I hear that's all that matters.
Yep.
All right. So, anyways, now that we got the sound thing figured out, because again, I did upgrade to Windows 11, which I'm going to have a separate stream over later on this week to tell you my thoughts on Windows 11. Good, bad, and indifferent. There's one big thing, and it's a design flaw. It's not a bug; it's a design thing from Windows 11, which I really can't stand right now, and I'll probably have to get used to it. And I'm hoping that some third party comes along and fixes it because they don't plan on fixing it because it's not a bug to them; it's a design thing. But I'll talk about that when we talk about Windows 11. So, anyways, the other day, let me kind of tell people what this is all about. The other day, I was talking to a friend of mine who grows marijuana, and he has some pretty high level stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't know how much that's going to really affect me if I take some high level stuff. And I was talking to Jessie, and she's like, well, go down to the dispensary because it's like a mile from you. And go pick up this kind of stuff and try it. Like, oh, okay. So I literally walked about a mile, 1.2 miles to the dispensary. Really nice place. I mean, the joint was pretty high end, it looked like. And I told him exactly what I wanted. I wanted something to just help me sleep and to pass out and to, get rid of back pain. And she's like, oh, I've got just what you need kind of thing. And she basically gave me exactly what I kind of figured. Edible Indica. She had recommended the 20 milligram, which was 20 milligram times 5 pieces, so 100 milligram total, with CBT, what is it, CBD oil. And she also recommended, I have this another. It's basically this. So it was MDD. Can you guys see that, or is that too?
No, you have to do the hand thing.
I have to do the hand thing.
Yeah, without the lighting on the opposite side of the light where your light is. There you go.
All right, so MDD. So it's basically called Lights Out.
Hand thing. You gotta.
How's that? Is that good? Better?
There you go. Yeah. Yep.
Almost had it. wait.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Whatever. You get the idea. And then there's another one that she had recommended, which was only $10, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So I might try it again because for $10 for 100 milligrams, it's half the price of the other ones. This is sour grape, 100 milligrams total THC.
100 is nothing.
Well, for you, you're experienced. I'm not experienced. I'm new to all this stuff. Contrary to the hair thing, I didn't grow up.
This is what I have.
And that's what
250s.
Those are.
I have 250.
Okay, so that's 100 total.
Yeah.
And that. Okay, but when you see, but the thing is you literally eat them like candy, and I'm not being facetious. You have a tolerance because you've smoked this stuff all your life, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm a noob. You know that. You know that I suck at this. So I mean, I did take edibles many years ago. Had to be 8 or 9 years ago by now, because it was before I moved the first time, which was 7 years ago. Over 7 years ago. And I was high for 3 days, as people know, and it wasn't indica. It couldn't have been. It was sativa, and I was wide awake. I hated it. It was a nasty feeling. It was medical grade, so it was high end stuff. So she said, start with one, go to 10, start with 10 or 20 milligrams, and then titrate up, just like anybody else has said, the girl that worked there. And so, yeah, that's what I plan to do. So this is what happened. I have one of them, which is 20 milligrams, right? And I told Jess, okay, I've taken it at 8:30, Mike. Right? Right?
Yeah, yes, you did. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, look, all you have to do now, you have one job when you're on stream with me. Just agree with me and say yes to everything. It's not complicated.
Yes, Vanguard.
Thank you. God, you try to train them, right? You hire them, you put them through a training process, but they don't pay attention, and this is what you end up with. But I gotta take what I can work with here. Okay, so I told you at 8:30 that I had taken the 10 milligram, right? And oh no, the 20 milligram. And so about an hour later, right? I say, I'm not feeling it. Now it does say to wait, 90 minutes. Good advice. One takeaway I have from this is that when it says wait 90 minutes before taking another, they're not kidding. They're not kidding. So,
yep.
Yeah, I should have listened to the warning label on that.
Well, I did tell you. I said it can take a couple hours, especially depending on what you ate. If you what did you have for breakfast?
Yeah, no, you did. No, you definitely did. You said there's a lot of factors, and I said, okay. About an hour later, I wasn't feeling anything, and she said, well, go ahead, take another one. And I'm like, okay, she's the expert on this. I'm listening to her advice. She's the smart one on this one, right? I mean, this is what her thing is. She knows about marijuana, among other things.
But I have a high tolerance, though. So I'm eating 250s now, and I'm going to be functioning all day.
Yeah, see, I'm going to tell you what happened to me after eating 220s, which was, only 40 milligrams. So I couldn't imagine eating 100 at once. So, yeah, Eek Boy says the problem with working with 17-year-olds, you can't find good help. Plus they can only work so many hours, and Josh has a work a work program. Your parents have to sign your little field trip cards and shit every time you show up for a stream, right?
Oh, that's so cute.
Why can't I see you?
Because I'm taking hits and I can't be on stream.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I understand. Thank you for.
I'll put it back on every time I'm done, though.
Oh, okay, that's good because people have to see you or they don't watch. They don't listen to me. They're not here for anything I have to say.
1 minute.
Yeah, they're definitely not here for anything I have to say. I don't know why I just noticed my chat was going over my title here, so I got to fix one of the others. So this is going to be fixing my OCD that I don't have. Let me just change this quick. Make this a little smaller there. There we go. Because I was going to say this is going to drive me nuts. That is killing over my chat. There we go.
Boy says that's the problem with working with 17-year-olds, right? Me and Chesh.
That's what I just said. You weren't paying attention. I literally said that what Ink Boy just wrote, and I said you have to get your parents' permission, like a field trip card, to even come on these programs because you can only work so many hours, right?
Yeah, but I have daddy issues, so.
She really does. She's. The therapy that I have to do with her is amazing. Which is okay, I don't mind. I mean, I'm not a trained psychologist or anything like that. I just like listening to her bullshit. So
okay.
And her trauma. It's fun. It's fun for me. I don't know.
Yeah, he's joking. I haven't told him anything.
Yet I'm slowly prying it out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the world's worst kill file. It's like, nothing. How am I supposed to get a kill file on you if you don't tell me your deepest, darkest secrets and shit?
You have some kind of evidence.
Yeah, but that's for a different type of kill file. So I decided to take a second piece, right? Guess what happened? Like literally after a minute after I took the second piece. Guess what happened? Well, you already know, but you go ahead and tell people.
He got really high and then decided to go to sleep.
Okay, well, you skipped over a bunch of parts there, okay?
Well, that was basically it for me. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, that was the whole yada yada yada. Yeah, Steve took it yada yada
And then you
yada
went to
and went to
sleep
sleep.
again and missed things.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the
but
thing.
I'm gonna inform you what happened on my end while I was sleeping, because I was literally out of it the entire freaking day.
This is boring.
You know, I had fun. It was for me. It was for me, not about you. Okay, I'm sorry that I disappointed you, but it was for me. So, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, because I really haven't had a chance to really catch up with you on it. You've been busy, and I was sleeping. So she's not kidding. About a minute after I took the second one, I started feeling the effects from the first one. And I was like, and it hits fast. It hits fast. It wasn't like some kind of slow. You know how you drink and you get the slow, intoxicated buzz. Well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like boom, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling it. And then about another hour later, it really hit me, right? Because the second one started kicking in, and I just laid in the. I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. She's like, no, don't waste a good buzz. I'm like, this is what I want to do, though. I want to just sit and become one with the couch, kind of thing. So guess what happened? I laid down and I became one with the couch. I didn't know where I ended and the couch began. That's a weird feeling, by the way. Do you still have those feelings?
When I do shrooms, yes.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, where you're laying there, you don't know where your body is. You don't know what position your legs are in. You don't know what positions your hands are in. And
Well, you were very relaxed.
What's that?
Your muscles were very relaxed.
Yeah, and I didn't know if I was actually moving or not. It was like, did I move my arm or did I not move my arm? And then if I move my arm, I'm like, wait a minute, I think I did. Or wait a minute, I'm thinking to myself, wait, why did I feel like I moved my arm and I didn't move my arm? And I wasn't sure whether I moved my arm. No. So you know that feeling then, right?
Yeah.
Although you get it with shrooms but not pot.
Yeah, with shrooms. hmm Like when I microdose, sometimes I'll choose to have like a little bit more than usual, and then things happen.
See, we can't get them down here. There is legislation in California. I don't remember
I didn't know people.
Yeah, I don't remember the legislation here. It has a number attached, obviously, to it. But there's a legislation in California to legalize psilocybin, mushrooms, shrooms, and all that, and it will be voted on next year. It's supposed to be voted on this year, but it postponed to 2022. But in California, they realized, and this is actually pretty much in the I've read part of the bill, and it was saying the war on drugs is lost. Basically, they've spent all this money on the war on drugs. They've gotten nowhere out of it. States that have decriminalized marijuana have profited immensely from it. It hopefully will relieve some of the overcrowding problems in the jail and all that, because we already know that people have been so unjustly incarcerated for just merely having, pot, for God's sake, like that's some kind of hardcore drug. Yeah,
But fucking happened to me.
yeah, it's insanity. I mean,
I had no bail. And what bothers me is that fucking murderers and stuff. I'm not going to get upset, but I'm just saying that I know people where I follow true crime cases and they get fucking bail. And I'm like, how the fuck did I get no bail and I had weed?
Because
I'm going to get triggered.
For some reason, that
triggered.
seems to be, in some places, a worse offense than many other things. And by the way, I do actually believe two things, and we can have a discussion on it, open discussion one of these days on it. But I do believe two things very strongly. One, that the criminalization of marijuana did target low income and minorities. Right. And I do believe that they profit from incarceration. So I believe that they want to send certain people to jail, and they want to keep them in the system. And I think that overall they tend to profit out of it. So the decriminalization of marijuana is one of those things that is long overdue. When it comes to shrooms, that's probably the same thing, although I don't know a lot of people that do them, but there are a few that microdose.
Right.
But I wouldn't know where to get them here. I have no connections whatsoever. Even where I used to live, I mean, none.
I would be able to send them to you. Like if you wanted, I'd be able to send them to you. Yeah.
Would it be? But yeah, but they're, like I said, they're not legal here yet. They're working on it. They're not really enforceable.
Right. But you could still send it to. I would send it to you as chocolate, like a regular chocolate, rather than, or like a chocolate piece, not actual shroom pieces.
I'm gonna save that when there's when I'm in a real life situation. If we have like a NSS, meeting.
Yeah,
or something
and you
like
need the right vibes. And I wouldn't want you to think, because the chocolates taste so good, I wouldn't want you to be like, oh, I can handle a couple more pieces, because trust me, that's not how it works.
That's what I'm saying. You would have to be literally the watchdog. What do they call it? What do you call the person who watches somebody who gets high? Is there a name for that?
I don't know. Is there?
I don't know. There should be, right? I mean, I would think so, right?
I'm always one of them. I'm always the people, and I have someone to watch me. So I don't know.
Well, when people trust you with that, that's a hell of a responsibility. They're literally trusting you with their lives. Now, I mean, granted, with marijuana, it's not that bad. I'll continue my experience with it, though. So I am just like mellow as me, just literally just becoming one with the couch for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then what happened 2.5 hours later? Bam, it was gone. It was just gone. I could still feel I was relaxed, but I didn't feel that oneness with the couch. So I got up, I started messaging you, and you're like, let's do this, this, and this. I'm like, oh no, I'm still going to just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 a.m. for me, right? And then or 9, somewhere around that. And I was like,
no, because I took it at 8:30. I started feeling the effects of the second one at 9:30. I woke up at 12:30, and it had to be 3:30 your time.
Oh yeah. Well, I was like, I need ideas. I need to go. I need to do something.
You're like, let's play Among Us.
It worked out though. I did make 2 videos while you were sleeping.
You did. I watched them today. You guys haven't seen her Cheshire video. It's freaking hilarious. I was rolling. She was showing her shoulder, and I'm just like, this is epic.
And I kept messing the hair, because that's what she does. She just keeps fucking with her hair for,
Do you think Cheshire's gonna be flattered or want to kill you?
Well, because that's why I turned my comments off at first. I was like, I'm gonna go. I said into my Discord, I'm going into hiding. I'm turning my comments off. I'm scared.
Jesse's going into witness protection program.
Yeah.
See what happens when people hang out with me? They don't even want to be known. They don't want anybody to know anything about them. I get it. It's interesting. Cannabis is not psychedelic like some of these. That's Peter guitar.
Yeah.
Well, it's considered to be hallucinogenic if you take sufficient amount of it.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that. Is it classified as that, like for real? Because
yeah.
I've never had that kind of experience from weed, and I've been,
yeah. It literally, I supposedly, if you get super high, you can hallucinate. Now, again, 40 milligrams for me is that's as high as I ever wanted to get at most, and so.
Right, I agree with Justin. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it down to 20 next time. I just want to sleep now. And when I did go back to sleep, though, I slept all through the night. I didn't get up to like 4 a.m. this morning, so I took the first one at 8:30, and I didn't get up until like 4 o'clock the next morning. So it knocked me out for quite some time. But when I woke up, I was refreshed. I didn't have a hangover. I didn't feel any residual effects. I felt actually more relaxed than I have in freaking years, to be honest with you. So I would say that overall it was a really enjoyable experience. Now again, I shouldn't have taken 40. That was too much. But I think the 20 will be a decent, sufficient amount for me as a lightweight to just relax. Something else. Oh yeah, my roommate came back, right? I remember her and I were talking for quite some time. But I wasn't really talking. She was just like you were just laying there, kind of going with this real chill look. But I was trying to respond to her. I was trying to engage with her, but I'm like, maybe we should just read my mind. To just have a conversation with telepathy would be really cool. But yeah, I was just, and she was just like, I hope you don't get like one of those people that take something and then lose their minds. And I'm like, no, I'm the opposite, man. I get real mellow. Even when I drink, I just get real mellow. I'm the opposite of one of those people that take something and then lose my shit. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. Let's talk about philosophy, man.
I have a funny story though.
Yeah, go for it.
So last 4th of July, not this one, the year before, I was smoking with my sister, and how I had a card pack. Just like Cheshire's card pack, and I put joints in it. So I was like, oh yeah, for the whole night, and it was perfect and everything. I smoked my sister up. We were on our second joint, and the fireworks started. And I'm not even joking. She ducks down and goes, "We're under attack. The U.S. is under attack." She was completely serious. I thought she was joking at first, like trying to make me laugh or whatever. And I was just like laughing. And she was like, "No, don't, this isn't funny." And she was freaking out, like ducking under a fucking table.
And I was like,
"It's 4th of July. It's the fireworks." And she's like, no, but this sounds like guns. This isn't fireworks, Jess. Like, and I was like, Kim, look up. There's freaking fireworks in the sky. Just look up. And she's like, oh, well, it definitely sounded like gunshots. Like, it's completely. But she was like terrified, like shaking under a table.
What'd you take?
We smoked. We were on our second joint for the night.
Oh, just marijuana.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yes. Yeah, she can't smoke as much as me. She's like you. She's a noob. She smokes a joint and she's good for a day.
Well, so how much THC is in one joint? Because I remember getting a little buzz just taking off a hit. One hit.
I don't know how much THC, but it was like.
You have a guess?
It was about a gram.
I don't know what that translates to.
Some high grade stuff, but it was the funniest thing ever. So. Yeah,
well, let me ask YouTube Surgeon General, how much would 1 gram of high grade stuff in a joint be kind of considered for how much THC is probably in that, if you had to estimate? Because again, this was a different kind of high than I was used to. When I tried it before and I tried that edible, and I'm sure it was sativa, I mean, it was quite an opposite high. I felt elevated, like tingly. This one made me kind of numb, and not in a bad way. It's upside down though. Is it upside down? I think it's upside down. What does it say?
Mimosa flavored.
Mimosa flavored?
Tree base clear.
It tastes like a mimosa, like orange juice and champagne.
Kind of.
That's some high class stuff.
This one's hybrid. I had to open a new one because the other one wasn't getting hits out of it, and I was like, uh-oh. Okay, so
YouTube Surgeon General, which, by the way, he knows a lot about this subject. I'm going to consider him to be an expert at this point.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's my top mod.
He is. I'm just going to say he has an expertise in pot from my perspective. So 1 gram equals 15%, so about 150 milligram edible. That's a lot. That would be like me eating this whole freaking thing right here. This is 100 milligram total, and she said break it up into quarters. Like, don't take it all at once. So that would be 1.5 of these. Actually, 10 servings. One piece is 100 for adult and medical use only for high tolerance consumers.
You should eat the whole entire pack.
Fuck no. What are you trying? First of all, if I die, you don't get my shit. Okay, we don't have that kind
of. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Agreement. Second of all, you want my shit. Maybe my guitar.
I got a new guitar strap.
Nice.
It's red like my hair. I love it.
I just found my guitar case. I need to put my guitar. It's on a stand.
Right on.
That's nice. No, that looks it looks almost like a tie. You could wear it as a tie.
Yeah. Nice. I'm excited. My other ones are years old.
So 30% THC of 1 gram is 300 milligrams. That's a lot of damn. That's a lot. So what's the most milligrams you ever took at once?
I don't know. I don't even keep track. I could tell you that I have done competitions and I've done things where we've had a huge pile of weed in the room, stuff like that. And then you just endlessly smoke and do whippets.
That had to be about 500 grams or so. 500 milligrams of THC.
Pounds, yeah, just for a couple days. I know, like the New York storm a couple years ago. I think it was maybe five years ago, and there was no electricity or anything, and we were like, "Fuck it, let's get all this weed." And we like had I don't know, I think it was like paper, or maybe construction kind of paper, and just put a bunch of weed, and it was a mountain. Like I'm telling you, like as tall as my table, like up to here, and just like endlessly.
How do you function that high?
You just endlessly keep smoking it.
Yeah, but how? I mean, first of all, okay, this is what I don't understand. You only have a certain amount of cannabinoid receptors in your body. Once those are saturated, it's biologically impossible to get any higher. So how high? I mean, is there a plateau of how high you can possibly get, and you can't get beyond that?
Yeah. Yep. I definitely get have a limitation of highness, and then it doesn't matter how much I smoke, it would be wasteful. So right. That's why but you smoke it, you get high. It's not like I'm like smoking it like and then just wasting it, you know?
Do you find
We were
that
just
the
chilling. We were just chilling, playing games, listening to music, drinking, doing whippets.
do you find though that the edible and the when you inhale it smoke with the edible, do you find that it is a different kind of high?
Right. Hmm. I think the edibles kind of remind me like when I use a volcano, it makes me feel like I don't know how to explain it. Just like, oh, the world is at peace. Everything is fine. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt last night. I was thinking to
Peaceful.
myself, okay, initially the
Yeah.
thoughts that we're having weren't well, I'm not they weren't depressing thoughts, right? It's not like that. But I was thinking to myself, you know, what's going on with me? What can I do for the channel? You know, things have been rough for everybody lately. What can I put out for content? What kind of discussions should I have? How my legal things going? I was thinking about all these things, and at a certain point, I actually thought to myself, I'm not going to let these things stress. I'm not going to worry about these things. I have no reason to worry about these things. Things tend to work themselves out. I believe. I think that in the long run, things will work themselves out. And I think obviously that when it comes to legal issues, I have all the cards that I can assure you of. But making it happen and coming to fruition and getting results, that's the hard part, right? That's the part where even if you have a winning hand, you've got to be able to play it. So it's taken some time, but it's getting there. Plus, additional things we want to talk about on this channel. We want to talk about things on the Great Debate Community channel. Don't know what's going on with Non Sequitur yet because, as people know, Kyle's out of jail right now, and he's just going to hold on to that channel as long as he possibly can for collateral because it's the only card that he has to play. So I don't know what's going on there. But I mean, I was just like thinking about these things last night, right? Pondering all of them, but eventually, it just kind of all went away and went. You know what? I'm okay. This is things are going to be just fine. So I think it was, you talk about that like ego death that you talked about the other day, Jesse.
Hmm. Yeah.
It was a little something minor like that.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. I had, yeah. This was years ago when mine happened, though. And I was playing a festival. It was my first festival. I was gonna say it was my second, but the one that I was thinking of doesn't count because it was like a private owned festival thing, like someone's backyard
Mm-hmm.
thing, kind of thing. But yeah, so yeah, tripped me out for sure.
You want to go into more detail about it or leave it at that?
Um, no, but I definitely. All I could say is that from all the praise that I've been getting, that I got over the years, like, oh, you're so amazing, you play guitar, you sing, and everything. And then I went there for some reason with the mind that there wasn't going to be other females that can do the same thing.
You thought
I was like 20. I was 20,
yeah,
so
you thought you were the shit and you were special. And which, by the way,
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with being special, but you have to
I
realize
thought I
that
was special.
everybody has special things in their own way, right?
Hmm. And it was a large performance. So there was women from all different ages and everything, and it kind of woke me up because I'm from a small town, so just me getting all this praise and everything, and it kind of just made me think that I was, kind of better than most people. But I'm glad that that happened when I was so young, rather than when I'm older.
Yeah, because you learned about that humility early on, right? Claire Bear became a new hole. Thank you, Claire. Mwah.
Thank you for my money.
She and Chester are going to be fighting for the 95% of this channel. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's already been happening, but no. So I had a very similar experience, right? I haven't told you about. You want to hear it? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
No, I do want to hear it. Tell me.
All right, so I was always in, and people are going to take this. The reason I hate sharing these kind of stories is because people are going to be like, oh, look, Steve's humble bragging, or Steve's, thinks he's so smart. It's like, no, but that's not at all what it is. What it is this what happened to me. When I was growing up, I was always in groups like mentally gifted minors and gifted and talented programs. I was always the smart kid, the sciencey kid, right? And we had a computer programming class in junior high school, and I had two other people with me, and it was a computer contest, right? It was, I think it was over summer, like some camp or something like that. But you're in groups of three, and you had to write a program that would produce a certain output given these initial conditions, right? And back then, I was really liking programming. I was learning how to program on a TRS for a Trash 80, a TRS 80, whatever was around that genre. It was really old school. And so I also had a language called Focal. We were programming too, but I don't remember from Focal. But it was, like computer programming. And so I went in there thinking, man, I know my shit. I got this. I'm better programming than all these guys at the time. And the two guys I was with, they weren't that great. And so I was like, I'll carry the team and stuff like that. We didn't win. We didn't win. I think we came in second. But I was just like, what the hell? This was like easy stuff. How could we not win? Everybody else didn't know what the hell they were doing, but they clearly did because somebody beat us. But I had a little takedown moment going, maybe competition isn't exactly something you should assume that you're going to win. Because I really thought we had it made, even though I was like, the two other guys with me, I didn't think were great programmers. I was like, oh, no, we could do this. I've done all this stuff before. Then I guess nowadays I don't program, which sucks. But nothing compared to what you had for your ego death. But you do overestimate sometimes, and then you have to be checked a bit. You have to be kicked back down and realize, hey, you know what? You're not the only one that can do certain things. You're not the only one that can play guitar. You're not the only one that can sing. You're not the only one that can program. You're not the only one that can do anything really. So it's a humbling experience. But there are people out there, Jesse, that for some reason do think they're the best of fucking everything. They're the best lawyer, best detective, best journalist, best. I mean, not to name names, but there are people out there that think they're the best at everything, and it's like, you're not good at anything. How can you be the best at everything?
Yep. Especially nowadays when you have the Twitch and the TikTok, they're creating monsters. They're creating people who think that, I got 1 million views. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's not how it works. Like, I know, I went to school with a famous TikToker. She has millions of followers and shit. But when we tell you she went from wholesome to, I have millions of followers in like a snap. That's how it went.
You think it changed her?
Yeah, I think I definitely think so. Definitely think so.
Yeah, I hate hearing stories like that because one, I'll never have a million subs. I'm not even close. But even if I did, I'm just going to continue to do what I like to do. I mean, I remember when we first had like our first 1,000 people watching live, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but it wasn't any different than like one person watching. If you think about it, it's just one times, whatever amount of people watching. So it's not a big deal when you have videos even that have hundreds of thousands of views. I don't even have a video that's 1 million views. I got one that has 570,000 on the Non Sequitur Show channel. But who cares? You're not valued yourself by how many subscribers you have, right? I think people do themselves a disservice when they say, whether they've succeeded or not succeeded by amount of subscribers, because that's not a great metric. There are people that are popular on YouTube that are complete shitlords that have subscribers. So what? Doesn't make them a good person. Doesn't mean that their character is any good. I judge it by the people that I have, right? The quality of the people that I have. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Are you so quiet?
I know. I got distracted.
You're like a chipmunk. It's like, woo, shiny ball. Oh.
Actually, people call me Squirrel, and I think that like it was funny how Little Red started like calling herself Squirrel, and I was like, I have red hair, and people call me Squirrel. Like, same thing.
Yeah. Well, I thought Little Red started calling herself like. I thought there was a squirrel called Little Red. Like that. Isn't there actually a squirrel they call Little Red?
Yes, there was something on the news, and it was this woman who left like peaches out, like old peaches or whatever, and they fermented, and then the squirrel like got really drunk on it.
Justin says, but you did have Lawrence Krauss on your channel, which that counts to me as something badass. And yeah, not just, you know, that I had Lawrence Krauss on, but I was able to communicate with him on a level that wasn't just superficial. He knew exactly what I was asking him when I was talking about, you know, Wolf's no free lunch and Hawking's no boundary proposal. And he knew exactly, of course, because he's an astrophysicist. So I had read his book twice, actually. And I wanted to know exactly what I wanted to ask him. That, you know, questions I felt that he would, you know, be appreciative of having to answer rather than the same old tripe type stuff. And I think that conversation that I had with Lawrence Krauss was just amazing. I really enjoyed that. But I also had Oppie on too, which was nice. But he's going to make his rounds nowadays, right? So anyway, look at that, she's back.
I am, but I'm trying to get things.
Okay. Do you have any tech issues?
No, I got distracted in Discord.
Oh, I haven't really checked much of the Discord. Do you want to put the Discord link out there for the super secret?
I did. I spammed your chat with it.
Oh, did you? I did.
I did. Okay. I said, don't join Cheshire's, join mine.
Yeah, it's so funny too, because there have been like shitlords trying to get in Discord, and I kept saying all I gotta do is make fake accounts, but even then, you know, we want with the shitlords to like see what we're writing so they could use it, and we could say, look, these dumbasses actually believe this shit, but they're too stupid to realize that, and you know, we're not just gonna let anybody in because that's the whole point.
Yeah. It's got to let Claire in, and then you have to let Claire in, and then someone named Inkboy. I don't know if they're verified.
Yeah, I verified Inkboy a while ago.
Apparently, he said he can't get in or something.
No, I know Inkboy.
Maybe he's confused.
I sure wasn't from the other day because I already verified him.
No, he just said right now in the Discord that he said he was verified, but you couldn't get in or something.
Oh well, can I? Okay, well, maybe we have like Surgeon General check that out because he set up all the user rights.
Yeah, we changed some things. So.
Yeah. Did you do what Facebook did? Did you implement an update and not prepare for
it? I don't know. We changed some things, like I made admins and then moderators. So there's two different. Yeah, like the admins can change things, the moderators can't, and they just mod the chat.
Right. There's a difference between a mod and an admin, and so Claire, I guess, is distracting to you. Claire's distracting to a lot of people.
She is. God damn it.
Yeah. You should go on her channel. She does what does she call it? She has nude. Yes. She has nude something or other. I know.
I've asked her. Yeah, I've asked her to come on her channel. So I'm hoping one day I will definitely get that opportunity. That'd be some.
It's where all the cool kids hang out.
I know. I see. Sometimes I watch when she's always live most of the time when I'm sleeping or when I'm like going to sleep, and I like put her on and to like, you know, when I'm going to sleep or whatever, and like not texting or whatever, and I'll just listen to it, and I'm like, damn it, this is good.
All right, well, fix Claire's and fix Halando's. Can you verify them too? No, Halando.
Okay, I think those were the two.
Well, Halando just joined, so just give him. Now there is an actual not safe for work channel that has things that are not safe for work, but hey, that's
anyone can
not my
post
part
there
of the
as long
Discord.
as it's appropriate.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Here's the thing: people can post whatever they want as long as it's legal. Post whatever the fuck you want. That's the whole point of freedom. Freedoms.
Yeah, but someone posted like Unirock's cock, and I was disturbed, and I deleted it. And it was a pinky in between two legs.
I didn't see that because I was out.
Well, yeah, because I deleted it.
Yeah. Well, I would have seen it if I was probably paying attention. But yeah, people are like really tripping over that Discord. It's like, okay, they wanted a super secret sex cult, so just made a super secret sex cult.
Exactly. I make things happen. They so badly wanted a cult, and I'm making it happen.
She's a doer. So now that there's a super secret sex cult, they're not saying shit about it. I don't get it.
I know. That's the thing is that like they made it up, and now that it's really happening, they're not actually going forward. You know, with the evidence that we are creating.
Why? But why? I mean, there's actual shit going on there. There's sexualized stuff there.
I know.
You know,
There is.
Jess has sexualized stuff. I don't know how to word that. And yet they're not even. Yeah, they're not making a big to do about it. I don't know. You think there'd be plastered everywhere? Look, evidence of an actual secret sex cult, which I still don't know what that word cult means there, but whatever. It's because people have an adult discussion or people have adult themed things on a Discord that makes it a sex cult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure how that works.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the bite model one of these days? We'll schedule it later this week, but we want to do the bite model on an actual sex cult as a player compared to like our sex cult.
I mean, we can compare it to Nexium for sure because I know a lot about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could definitely do that. For sure. Like none of us are branded
yet.
We don't have a secret thing called Janess.
Well,
we don't have a secret woman group apart from the men group. We don't have that.
All I know is that everybody that is in a super secret sex cult that has to fuck me has to wear a dream catcher on their arm. It's branded. Oh shit! So it has to be branded. That's the brand. Yeah. Can you sell it? Can you tell us fresh? Yeah.
It looks kind of fresh, but it's actually I got it when I was 20.
You know, I actually thought about getting a little Adam too because of my nuke stuff. But if I ever get a tattoo, it'd be just relating to that or to my daughter. But yeah, so I guess from what I understand, that's how sex cults work. Because she was talking to me about the whole Nexium. Is that
Nexium, just like the tablet stuff.
Nexium. Okay, so about Allison Mack and all that stuff. I never followed any of that stuff. I really never knew much about it. I was like, it's okay, some chick from Smallville. Got her rocks off by, but then as I was looking more into it, it was more than that. They were doing illegal shit and they had underage people and all this other shit and human trafficking. That's a whole separate thing. At that point, it's not just adults doing adult stuff. It's criminalized and it needs to be treated as criminalization. It needs to be prosecuted.
Mm-hmm.
People wants to know, how'd you get it when you were 20, when you're 17 now? Did you time travel?
That's a good one.
So the invitation, Uncovering wants invitation to the sex cult.
Who?
There's Uncovering Hypocrisy in the live chat wants an invitation.
Oh, I know them. Yeah, they can come. Or they join my Discord. That's how you join the secret cults.
Here's the funniest thing too, right? When you join a Discord that is clearly an adult Discord, you know what you're getting yourself into, and then I want to see if people actually bitch about it, going, "Oh my God, look what somebody posted here," because it proves that these people just want to have something to bitch about. They just want to have something to have moral outrage about, and I don't understand it. We've always been, people that have said, "Look, if you're a grown adult, talk about what you want to talk about. Do what the hell you want. That's empowerment. That's your right, your choice." But these people, I think, that try to get into Discord that know they're not wanted there because, why would you go somewhere where you're not wanted? But I think a lot of them just want to have that feigned moral outrage because most of them are such sociopaths that they don't know how to have adult conversations or adult topics or, harmless banter, They think that, if you banter with one person, you must be with everybody else. And it doesn't quite work that way at all. Let's see here. So yeah, if you guys can fix those things in the Discord, but it isn't my Discord. It is literally her Discord, all hers.
It is mine, but Surgeon General is my top. He does stuff. He does the stuff, and then I look at the things. That's all.
I recommended him to you. Did I not tell you that he's the man to go to for your Discord?
Great.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Sorry, I'm working so slow," and I'm like, "Dude, you're so fast. I don't even know what's going on."
He's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna be doing my Discord stuff too when I get it going again.
Oh yeah, that's before I steal it.
You only get one. It's in the Discord rules. You only have one server. Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's not. I was gonna say because I've had to like years ago.
Oh, Claire's got something like that in her Discord too. The Mayhem Room.
That's
like a no holds barred adult I haven't checked it out. I'm not big into Discord. I've spent more time on Discord probably in the last week than I have in the last year. At least as far as like typing stuff out. I'll go on to Discord to do streams. Like I will talk to people on the ACA on Discord, but as far as like sitting there typing to people messages, very rarely on Discord. So it's only been recently. So uncovering hypocrisy, tips, tits, and taints. What did I just come into? Oh, like I said, one of those channels is no holds barred. You can do whatever the hell you want, I guess. But they have you have anybody infiltrate the not safe for work channel? Like anybody who's not verified that we don't know?
No, I thought that it was only for verified people. It is, no.
But even verified people can turn into shitlords, and I want to see if any of that stuff leaks out. That's my goal. I want to see.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I'm expecting stuff to leak out. I want things to leak out. That's the whole point. But I want to see how they go about doing it and who does it. It's nothing's secret about anything, and that's the weirdest part when people think, oh, it's so super secret. Well, no, it's literally invites and stuff. I don't know. Let's see here. Uncovering hypocrisy, not safe for work, and weed. Yeah.
There you go.
Should we have a stream of getting high and just going to Discard and have not safe for work? We couldn't stream it to YouTube. Jess never knows when we're live or not sometimes.
Sometimes.
So what are the questions people got from my Indica experience? Like I said, I think overall it was a good experience. I just have to reduce the amount that I take. He's gonna be right back. So ask me your questions, guys. What do you got for me? By the way, like, subscribe, share, all that other stuff. I know it's really early in the morning for these types of streams. It's just I'm liking to stream early nowadays. But if I do my main streams, I'll probably be around 11 o'clock. At least I'll have probably better lighting or something, because I have to figure out something. Because it's really dark in here today because the sun's not shining in. It's got overcast. Yeah, that is my Great Debate Community. Great Debate Community Discord, but I don't even use it that much. I used to like having the Discord set up and just have people come in and just talk about random stuff, because they can't really do anything malicious because it's only shows, an avatar or something. But I miss those times where we used to have hangouts and people could just join the hangout and come in at any time. People would come in and go to hangouts. But unfortunately, because we have dishonest actors and people that want to, do harmful things to channels to try to shut them down, we haven't been able to do that in years. So we have to be very careful who we give links out nowadays too. So Justin says, did you have any existential thoughts that cause anxiety, paranoia effects? None. No, nothing. No anxiety, no paranoia. I mean, I did, like I said, I had thoughts about, how am I going to grow my channel a little bit? How do I going to have content? How am I going to satisfy my members and my Patreons? Because numbers are still going down exponentially. They're the lowest they've been in ages. Now, granted, I understand that I've been moving and I haven't put out the content that I want to put out, so I get it. But when I start putting out more content, do shows like this and talk about this, I'm just pick a topic and talk with it. Do some more philosophy stuff, and I want a video coming out here that I'm going to be talking about more of the atheist stuff, because I had a discussion the other day with somebody that I thought was really good to talk about. I might even write a blog about it. So I understand my patrons have been kind of running where more content is. That's your little musical thing. Yeah. Are you gonna play for us? You gonna play?
No, but it's cute though.
I bet you can just get high and just play that, can't you? Is that your meditation time?
Meditation.
Oh, I should listen to some music yesterday while I was kind of just drifting. I didn't listen to any music yesterday. It's 4:30 or 4:50 a.m. in New Zealand. Wow, that's early, man. Why are you up so early? Yeah, I know it's like almost 5 o'clock in the UK, which is kind of nice when I do early streams for the UK audience. Oh, she's going to go to town. I can't hear it. I can't hear it, Jess. Oh my God, there you go. Nice. People are like, oh my God, I feel so high listening to that. Yeah, I think if and when I take another one, which won't be for some time, and it won't be until I'm ready to actually go to sleep. It won't be in the morning or afternoon. It'll be like 5 o'clock at night. So live and learn, right? Because man, I was out. I was just on. My roommate's like, "Oh man, you were crashed all freaking night," and I was like, "I'm." But you know, it's like I said, it was a nice little reset because now I feel like I'm refreshed. I feel relaxed. I'm not in any pain, so whatever, that's kind of nice. I don't know if that was because of the THC or the CBD. I don't know if it works that fast, but I don't feel pain, like in my lower back like I normally kind of do when I'm sitting here for extended periods of time. So, what other questions? What do you got for Jessie? Got any questions for Jessie when it comes to this stuff? Because, like I said, she knows what she's talking about on this. I really don't. This was a brand new experience for me as far as taking Indica. I've always taken the other kind, the sativa. It was a completely different kind of experience. I do recommend it, though, if you want to just have a night where you just want to relax. But I'm not taking two of them ever again. One is sufficiently good enough for me. Yes. Dave Matthews Band. I'm trying to see if anybody's got some questions for you. Not a lot going on today as far as viewers, which is understandable. Like I said, it's really early in the morning, and I do these things for myself. If people want to watch later on, they can. Plus, I get to spend a little time with Jessie because, she's cool. She's cool people. You're decent. You're muted again, though. You're muted again. You're still muted again. Why is she still muted?
Damn it!
Why do you keep doing that? Thank God you're cute, because I swear to God, you could never make it as a professional technician.
No.
I thought I was bad at this shit. You are way worse than me, okay? Just way worse. I don't care what anybody says. There's no goddamn way when it comes to productions that she's not worse than me. Because, oh my God, at least I mute and I recognize that it's not working, hopefully, and I fix it. She's done it like 20 times in one stream. I only did it at the beginning once. Then I noticed my mixer wasn't moving, and I was like, oh shit, gotta fix this. And I did. She's done it not how many times in one stream? All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, Inkboy asked what made me make the sex cult Discord. Unirock.
Yeah. Unirock's, he had a good idea on that. He's like, hey, Steve has a sex cult. And I was like, well, shit, that would be kind of cool, actually. I mean, that means, wait, I have beautiful women around me that all want to sleep with me? Yeah, shit. Okay. This sounds like it'd be a no-brainer, actually. How do I go about doing this? And Jess is like, oh, shit, I got you covered, man.
Go.
So she actually started running with it just to kind of see what Unirock would do. And he's just been scared shitless because he doesn't know how to respond to her.
He's not doing anything. I exposed him. I made several exposed videos.
He doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh look, they're kidding about this because they don't want people to know about the real sex cult. I'm like, yeah, that's genius, you fucking.
Yeah, okay.
That's brilliant. Yeah. So wait a minute. If we had a real sex cult, why would we just tell people, hey, look, we have a real sex cult. Come join. You're gonna have
come join and fuck us.
Yes, exactly. I mean, wouldn't that be like? Why would anybody not want to do that? As long as it's legal, who gives a shit? I mean, if people are having adult time together. Why is this fucking any Unirock's concern? If it was true, that's what I don't understand. What is bad about a sex cult if it's mutual? Do your thing, man. I don't give a shit.
Right on.
Yet she started, not, it's obviously not a cult, but she started an adults only, Discord and said, hey, let's see what Unirock's got. And then he ran like a little bitch. Oh, yep. I don't want to confront her. Oh, she's sexually harassing me. He accused me of sexually harassing him. Me. I like, what? So, yeah, that's Unirock exposed. When he has to literally say that I'm sexually harassing him because he doesn't know what the words mean, it proves our point. And so I thank Jesse for proving beyond all doubt that Unirock is just a LARPer and doesn't give a flying fuck what he says.
And then he called me he called me Lel Cow, and I think that's the funniest thing ever. Or not he, but his people that I saw in screenshots, they called me Lel Cow and LARPing, and I was like, all right, this is actually fucking hysterical because if I told people in real life that, they would die. They would be like, that's hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, and it's worse because you actually do parody videos. Yeah, you're funny at what you do.
Thank you.
And it's the only compliment you're going to get this stream, okay? No, I'm just kidding. You got to keep her in check. If not, her newfound stardom is going to her head. She's going to start talking about herself in the third person here. Watch.
Yep, or I can say we. We are amazing.
The royal we, yes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get, parody is parody, and he doesn't understand that you're mocking him, and he just doesn't recognize it, right? So he has to, instead of recognizing it's just, people looking at him as a true lol scout because he lies about everything, he actually tries to convince people that this shit is true. So I find it to be hilarious. And it's, and my thing is so what? You want to think that I have a sex cult? Okay. I don't care. Why would I give a shit about that? If you're that dumb to think that I have an actual sex cult, that's on you. That's not on me. But it's just I would be thrilled to have all these women throwing themselves at me. But it doesn't happen that way.
Well, I mean, he has nothing else to do because he's living in his mommy's house, making videos in the basement. Sad life. It's a sad life.
How much do you think he can really make off this shit? That's what I think is funny. I mean, how much can that guy really make from vape?
Did you look at his? I looked at his social blade probably when most recent was probably over a year ago, and he was making some. I would say decent, but he probably should have another job. If some decent money for paying mom rent, but not actually moving out, paying child support, that kind of stuff.
So why? So what is? If this is not that lucrative for him, why doesn't he try something different? I mean, for some reason he can't get my cock out of his mouth, and it's just dude, if it's not working for you, if you're not enjoying it, why not move on to other things? I don't understand it. Now I am, some regard, thrilled that he's had a hard on for me for so long, but it's not seemed to have done him any good because all he's done is attracted, the Steve haters. So what? Anybody that's worth a shit wants nothing to do with him. Anybody who has 2 brain cells that can talk about an actual topic of discussion don't want to talk to him. So I don't get it. I really don't. It seems like he's just, beating a dead horse for no particular reason. But I think he's envious, and, that's okay. I don't mind him being envious. He should be envious. I surround myself with quality people. And so he'll never have that. I mean, people like you would not even give him the time of day.
No, he reminds me of Blue's Clues, but a creepy version of Steve. Blue's Clues because he talks to a fucking talking bread.
Oh, he gets disability, but I don't know about income levels, and I'm not going to speculate on the income level stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't speculate on that, but I'm definitely speculating on his YouTube income is definitely a different thing, which we can do.
Yeah, no, his YouTube stuff is all bullshit. But the thing is I'm more concerned about the actual people that believe him. Literally the ones that believe him. You have 2 groups. You have the ones that know he's full of shit and don't care. They just like it for the entertainment value. But there are very small, very, 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 very small, exiled, who literally believes and thinks that Unirock says, everything he says. That, to me, is majorly disturbing. Because now, not only do you have a sociopath talking about bullshit, you have a even worse sociopath that believes it.
Right. Uh-huh.
Maybe they should just like get some indica and just go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I gotta tell you, it was. I'm not even fronting, dude. It is like straight up. I feel reset. You know, like a full reset.
I'm glad. And now you can write some stuff down, ideas for us.
I will come up with some more ideas. People know by now. I kind of throw Jessie some ideas here and there, and she takes them and she runs with her own, personalized brilliance. She's a better actress than me. But I can't do those kind of parody stuff. I mean, I could one day try. I would like to, but it's just not me. I'd rather write stuff or give people ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get with you and people can join the Discord, and if you want to see her do parody of somebody, give her a shout.
Yeah, in my Discord I have a channel that's called like ideas for the people that I do. Or any ideas, like if you think, oh, you would be really funny if you tried to impersonate or parody this person. I take ideas. A lot of people have given me ideas. Some of the ideas I can't do yet. I feel like it wouldn't be right to do it yet, but once after a certain time, I can definitely do those requests, and they're free. It's not like you pay me; you just give me fun ideas.
Yeah, she's not on your payroll. She's not on your guys' payroll. She's apparently on my payroll, from what I understand.
Yep.
Are you tax deductible?
No.
No, damn it. I won't use you as a write-off then. Justin says, Exiled is great at stirring psycho shitstorm, then casually using her memory as a scapegoat. Yep. Yeah, I think her memory is severely faltered because I've never talked to that woman in my life. I don't know who the fuck she is. I've never talked to her, nor her husband. I have no idea why they have such a hard-on for me. The only thing I know about Exiled is that she claimed to have cancer, that she had told Reds if he has anything to do with me, she's not going to have anything to do with him, and he told her to fuck off, and her husband to fuck off, and that's the only thing I know about her. I swear to God, I've never any interaction with this woman, and why she wants to talk about me to the day I die or she dies, hopefully, she goes before me, is bizarre. And I'm not trying to, say she's got cancer, but it's just like, fuck, I don't want, I'm not the one saying I'm going to talk about her for the rest of my life. She is literally saying, she says, I'm dying with cancer and I will be talking about Steve and cursing him to my last breath. Okay. If I'm the worst thing that ever happened to you and somebody that you've never spoken with in your life, that I would consider to be a psychological issue. Rodent, no last name, $2. Are we doing mushrooms next month? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Should I? If I did shrooms, should I like talk about while I'm having the experience or after?
I think you would. Well, if you're just microdosing, you'd be fine. Like if you only took a little bit, that'd be fine. But if you were actually going to like enter a level of tripping, you would not be streaming.
So okay, so explain to me what a microdose would feel like. And can you turn your camera back on? How am I supposed to keep people interested if they can't see you?
It's definitely different for everyone. For me, personally, it kind of makes me feel like extremely happy and like sometimes I could see little waves here and there. I have trippy carpets and stuff in this house and blankets and everything. So like I'll if I look at something it might wave a little bit. So just that, but that's just
I've done that normally just with lack of sleep.
No, it's different. Trust me, it's different. I find that like when you want to go from microdose to a trip, for me, what works is it's really trippy, but like we have trippy carpets in the house, or I'll look at like a trippy pattern and I look at it and I swear like within 30 seconds of me looking at it, you see like it moving and everything. And then you look up and you're in like your own little, like if you've ever taken psychedelics, it's like it's a world. It feels like a different dimension. Like it's trippy. I don't know how to explain it correctly, but that's kind of That's the
Well, I
best
mean,
description I
I've
can
had
say.
lucid dreams
You
where
like
I
look
felt
up
like
and
I
you're
was
like,
in a different dimension. Like literally, I felt like I was walking along like a beach. I can feel the wind. I can feel the sand. I can feel my fingertips. It's not quite as real as in a real situation, but it feels almost real. Does that make sense? Would it be something like along those lines?
yeah, maybe, possibly for you.
Yeah. Kima Mock is like, shrooms next? Told you pot's just a gateway drug. So how much would be one microdose for a psilocybin?
Probably like if you're actually having shrooms, you would probably only do like if your first experience. I'd probably do like maybe like a small cap and stem.
So one
Sometimes you
small
can get
shroom.
you can get a full one, or you could get stems or caps separately. Like I usually get them in caps. You can get them either way, but I usually get mine in caps or chocolate bars.
All right,
And then the chocolate bars, you can eat 2-3 pieces. That's all.
so okay, so in the chocolate bar, right? One dose would be how many caps?
I don't know. I do not know.
Would
Probably
one piece be a microdose?
what?
Would one piece of chocolate be a microdose?
Yeah, one little. It's like the same size of. It's like a little square. It's a little square piece. It's a chocolate bar, and they come in little square pieces. And you like one little piece would probably be fine. I would probably take 2. I take 3 a night.
But you think one would be considered a microdose?
Oh yeah, it is. It says on the bar. It says 1 to 3 pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I would try that. I would try that for experimentation. Ronan saying $5. Microdosing would be a bit like getting a mild alcohol buzz, not debilitating, but makes things more interesting. Yes. And that's kind of what I want. Yeah, I mean, I don't like hard shit. I've never tried cocaine. I've never tried heroin. I've never tried meth. I've never tried any of that shit. Just never got into drugs, even though people I know in all my life have been around this shit. And so I'm familiar with some of these concepts, but I just never got into drugs. Even drinking, I do so infrequently that it's ridiculous. I don't like to have my mind that altered. I just want to be chill, if that makes sense. I just want to be pain-free and relax every so often. And I think that the Indica will work for that. I mean, again, I'm going to try a lower dose, like 20 next time. But if I could just get, a microdose that might work. I mean, I know other people that do microdose, so they swear by it. Kind of like keeps you kind of, just chill.
Yeah, it's very chill, and it definitely makes you not want to drink. Like you can't drink on shrooms, and you can't smoke weed on shrooms either. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can. It's kind of complicated to explain, but I definitely would not recommend drinking and doing shrooms.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And then with weed, it's like when you're on a trip, I should say when you're on a shroom trip, you're wasting weed. You literally do not feel it, and it's really trippy actually, because you'll have maybe you're doing a bong pack or a whole joint, and you'll feel nothing. You won't feel weed high. You'll still feel tripping high. It's hard to explain, but it's almost like you just smoked nothing.
No, I wouldn't want to mix that stuff anyways. But no, I'll see maybe. How many people in the live chat have tried microdosing?
Press 1. Ready? I could do Cheshire.
People are like, "Oh, look, Steve's replacing Cheshire with Jesse." Did I promise you? Did I promise you to be?
Press 1 in the chat. Press 1 in the chat.
Press 1 if you've microdosed or higher. Press 2 if you haven't. Have I promised you the co-host to Non Sequitur yet? And get rid of Cheshire and have I promised?
Oh yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
Cheshire who?
Exactly. Oh, from The Little Mermaid. That's the only Cheshire I know.
You look more like Ariel.
Yeah. Well, I still have another one to take.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to make a list of all the things I promised you: fortune, fame, money, success, Non Sequitur, my channel, my. If I ever have children again, they have to be named after you. blood for some reason. She wants a pint of blood and fingernail clippings once a month from me. I'm not quite sure what she uses it for, but I don't judge. What else did I promise you?
I don't know.
Just I've lost track. I don't know. People have been saying all kinds of shit. It's funny watching people that have no idea what the hell goes on with actual adults and actual friends and actual people that know each other, and they have to like run all these weird narratives and shit.
Right. That's and Frida is correct. So she says, or they say, because I don't know if their gender. With mushrooms, you cannot really tell what the dose is without taking them.
Is that because it affects everybody differently?
Right. Yep. Because my sister, she can have a lot less than I can, and be like tripping for like 8 hours. And me, it's nothing.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I don't like things that last a long time. And again, even with alcohol, I was never a big fan of hangovers, and I haven't had a real major hangover, and I couldn't even remember the last time. It's been so long, and I don't miss them. Hangovers suck. You feel like shit. It's not worth it. I don't like to have hangovers, especially when you have get up and do an 8-hour day having a hangover. Those days were miserable, and so they're far and few between. But when they did happen, it's like, why you think I'm never going to do this again? And then of course months later you do it again. So I don't miss those days. I don't want something that has like long term effects. This is like DMT only lasts 15 minutes, an hour. For me, 15 minutes to 20 minutes tops. And something would be
whippets. You could try whippets. That's like a 30-second, fucking 30 to 60-second nice trip.
That's what is it? Amaryl butane or something?
Oh no, nitrous.
Nitrous butane. Was it amaryl nitrate?
Have you ever tried it?
No, but I know of them. I mean, they're real popular in the gay community for some reason. I don't know why, but they whippets are.
Oh, I can tell you that. Yeah, they sell them everywhere here. Even in New York, in Manhattan, you can actually get them like DoorDash to you. So if you're fucking partying, there's like a party store, and they have whippets and beer and Delta 8, and they deliver. It's from DoorDash. They're a part of DoorDash. It's awesome.
Yeah. And it just is this like a quick high or something?
The only way, if I could describe it, it just makes you feel like completely numb. And for me, I usually see flowers, and I usually vision. It takes over my vision. All right, when you were a kid and you closed your eyes for too long and you would see like crazy shit.
Yeah, I still do that.
It's kind of like that almost, but I see like flowers and stuff. It's like that, but my eyes are open. It's hard to explain, but that's how my experience is, at least.
Yeah, and it's only for like a minute or two.
It's about 30 seconds. To maybe a minute tops, depending how much you do.
That's a pretty quick high.
It is, but I'm telling you how amazing it is.
She's trying to corrupt me. She's trying to get me into all these drug stuff. Women know. Rodent. Women. Rodent loan.
Yes, name. Helios. That's Helios. You can do that with a whipped cream canister. You plug in the little.
No, I've never done that with whipped cream. I actually
twist it.
I actually like whipped cream.
Yeah, I used to have canisters and stuff.
I remember sitting at a park bench one time, and there was a guy there, and he was taking off, and he had left these 2 cans of dust spray. He was huffing dust spray, and I'm like, oh man, that's some hardcore shit right there. That's gonna screw up your brain big time. Oh, wait, I lost the super chat. Come back. I'm trying to get to you. Here we go. Rodent loan last name, $5. I experimented with microdosing LSD every day for a week. Failure. I ended up just being annoyingly high and less productive. Oh, that sounds bad, man. I was annoyingly high. See, I don't get that way. I get real chill. I'm not an annoying person by nature, believe it or not. I know people that disagree with that, but I'm not.
I don't know.
I get along with people quite well in real life.
I don't know about that.
Fuck you. I don't pay you to fucking. Rodent last name $2. Amyl nitrate and nitrous oxide are different. Yeah, nitrous oxide is what they give you for laughing gas. I've had that for when I had oral surgery, and that stuff is great. Oh my god, very relaxing, and you do laugh.
Well, whatever it is, it's amazing. Yeah. It is. I love it so. I love it so much.
Do you love it so much?
I do, and I don't know why I'm just like having memories and.
Explain to us how much you love it. Just
I want to go back in time to this specific day when we did 100 boxes
of whippets.
Yeah, and like they have like 20 something in them, like 20 or 30 in them.
Wait, you did 20 whippets?
No.
Okay.
100 boxes of in the boxes. There's 20 each, or 20, 30. I can't remember.
So how many whippets did you do that day?
Whatever, 20. Do the math. 20 times 100 boxes.
That's 200. That's 200 whippets.
No, it's definitely a lot more than that.
2,000 whippets. Yeah, 2,000 whippets. No, wait.
Yeah, 2,000.
2,000 whippets.
I was gonna say because we had boxes, like cardboard boxes where we put the
10 boxes of hundreds of thousands.
And we had so many boxes.
Yeah.
And we're like, where do we put them?
Yeah, it's 2,000.
Where do we put the empties?
You had 2,000 whippets?
Yeah.
Divided up with people, or because you
No, we bought. There was 3 people, and we bought 300 boxes.
So how many whippets did you have personally?
I had my own share of 100 boxes. Each of us had 100 boxes.
You opened up 2,000 whippets
in a day. Yes.
I don't know that's how many whippets a minute is that? Oh my god.
It was an amazing, spectacular day. I could tell you that.
That sounds costly.
It was, and I actually only paid like I think $50 for it, because it was me, another girl, and then a guy, and he was like, "You guys want to stay over? I'll get us whippets." And we were like, "Oh yeah, how much can we give you?" And he's like, "Oh, just give me $50 each."
Got a deal.
It was fun.
Rodent last name $2. Nitrous or whippets are the same as dentist gas, which is nitrous oxide. I thought, yeah. I don't remember if it's amyl nitrate or whatever, or if it's laughing gas, which is completely different.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So taking one whippet would be pretty safe.
For you, yes.
Yeah.
For me, I had to recover a couple brain cells.
Yeah, well, according to the math, you killed 4 million of your brain cells. Congratulations.
That explains so much.
Oh
no, but I did research, and they did grow back.
Okay. Are they in hiding? Are you just not using them? Okay.
No, they're safe. They're hiding in a little house in my brain.
Somebody said, Steve, we're seriously too old for 2K whippet. Stick with cannabis and maybe microdose. Yeah, no, I'm not good at, no. She's not corrupting me to that degree where I'm going to have 2,000 whippets. I don't even know how that's possible to do in a day. Somebody do the math and figure out how long it would take in a normal day to take 2,000 whippets.
So we got them at night. Like the Gotham is open till 2 a.m. So we got them at like 1 or whatever. I think we did like a couple, went to sleep, woke up at probably like 9 a.m. and we're like, yo, let's party all day. And then it was probably 11, maybe. It was definitely dark time. I can't really say what time it was, but it definitely was felt like more middle of the night.
Do you remember like coming down from it? Like you would have a 30-second surge and then be normal again? Or is like residuals?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would be completely sober. Like we took breaks and everything. Like we ate and we were chilling, smoking weed, eating.
So there's really no long term that you feel from a whippet. It's just really fast and then it's almost over and over.
I would say so. You might feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah, I might try one. I don't know.
Yes, I would say take a nice big one and then just lay back, enjoy it for a couple seconds.
That's what my scoutmaster said to me once. It was horrifying. Actually, I actually had a good experience with scouts. I was talking to Jess the other day and
Yeah.
told her that I'd almost made Eagle Scout. Believe it or not, I was a Life Scout, so I was the second highest. But you have to make Eagle Scout before your 18th birthday, or you can't get it. And I happened to have joined the Navy when I was 17, so I didn't finish the path to Eagle Scout. But I was on it. I mean, I would have been Eagle Scout, which is the highest you can get in Boy Scouts. But I did all the Boy Scout stuff.
Hmm.
They teach a little about honor. Maybe the people like Unirock should have been a Boy Scout before he tried doing the military, and not understanding what honor's about, because it's a real thing.
Yep, I agree.
But I was kind of disappointed, I think, as a scout, though. I mean, I never had any of the scoutmasters like try to do anything inappropriately. You know, am I just not attractive enough to them or something? Am I not working for them? Is there something wrong with me or something? You know. we didn't know about it back then. Obviously, it wasn't even in the news that much, and so
Right.
I had good leaders and stuff like that. Nothing like that was ever even remotely considered when I was in Scouts. And then later on, you find out, oh man, these Scoutmasters, yeah, there's some pieces of shit in there. I don't think the Boy Scouts are going to survive. Didn't they just file for bankruptcy or something? I think maybe. Anybody know?
I think so. I think. Oh yeah, yes. I remember seeing a commercial, and they were like, "Oh, if any of you have been sexually assaulted or harassed by a leader,"
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I thought they're having some major issues there with the legal cases going against them, and same thing with the Mormon Church, which was pretty heavy into the Scout thing, because the reason I was active in the Scouts was through the LDS Church. Ronan says, laughing gas, nitrous, and whippets are the same thing. Amyl nitrate is different in inebriant. Okay, so whippets are nitrous oxide then, right? Is it? That's laughing gas, because I like laughing gas. I've had that before, and I thought it was fun. But I thought the actual amyl nitrate is the
from whippets. I've never yes, I've had get the giggles, but for me, it's more like I just kind of just see things and feel amazing.
Inkboy says, don't beat yourself up about your looks. I was raised Catholic, and no one molested you. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. So being an ugly Catholic altar boy, Inkboy, must have been hard for you. Oh, don't talk about the Catholic Church, Steve. That's how I got in this mess to begin with, because I was condemning the Catholic Church for moving around pedophilic priests, and basically covering up all that. And people were like, "Oh, Steve, you can't talk about people supporting the Catholic Church like that." I was like, "Really? Watch me." Oh, look at Steve; he's a rape apologist. I'm like, wait, I'm literally condemning the Catholic Church, and I'm their rape apologist. Okay, let's go with that. I'm gonna have another hangout on that one of these days, because I don't think people should be forgetting what happened in the Catholic Church. I think that it was so horrific, and it's just not being talked about that much these days, but it needs to be remembered. It was, to me, a sexual holocaust of sorts, because people that supported that in the Catholic Church need to be brought to justice. One of my pet peeves. Sorry, Jess. I was never a fan of the Catholic Church to begin with, but that just was just the worst. A reverse exorcism is the devil telling the priest to exit the boy's body. Oh. Ever watched a crowd of maybe 50 people actually getting dumber? It's interesting. Open up a 60 tank of hippie crack and observe. What the hell is hippie crack? Damn, that sounds like some good shit there, Surgeon General. Hippie crack.
Can you share some with me? I'll give you my address and you could just send it to me.
She'll try anything once, maybe twice if she likes it. Yeah, you gotta admire her for that, man. She's wanting to try new experiences, and then if she happens to enjoy them, maybe twice.
You could totally send it in the mail. People, not in the mail, but in the, in a box. I do it all the time.
Whatever happened to that Silk Road thing on the deep web? Remember one time there was this thing on the deep web, or dark web? Not sorry, the dark web, where I guess they had the ability to travel what was called the Silk Road or something, and you can order drugs right from there. They would literally drive it to you and shit. I'm like, I don't think this. Who does this?
That's frightening.
But now, 2021, you have weed delivered to you for Pete's sake.
Yep.
And it's perfectly legal. Well, stateside, federal, technically it's not. But Rodent last name says, imagine the first caveman trying shrooms for the first time. That's actually remember the hypothesis, the stoned ape theory. That's what it was. This one is tasty. This one is painfully kill Bob. This one makes you see God for 4 hours. Yeah. Well, I mean that's somehow hypothesized that man kind of became psychologically aware of themselves when some apes started trying shrooms. Now I don't particularly subscribe to that theory. I think it's bullshit, but it is kind of interesting to think about because people have experiences taking shrooms and these kind of things, and they see things, they experience things that are not of what we're used to, right? And I know for a fact that when you have lucid dreaming, you experience things that you cannot explain to people very well. But they're very real experiences, absolutely real experiences. But that real experience, does that translate to something that's external? No, I don't think so. I think it's all internalized from the mind, but it's a real experience, right? Even if it doesn't have any concreteness to it, even though it's not something that has actual ontology in that sense, where it's concrete, it's still something that exists in the mind, and it's very powerful what the mind can do. So imagine if you're an ape and you took a shroom and you're like, all of a sudden you started talking about quantum field theory or something.
Oh, definitely me.
That's you. You
It's
took something like
definitely
that, and all of a sudden you became like you. Remember the movie with January Jones, I think it was, where her name was Christmas, whatever.
What?
No, what the name of the movie with James Bond where wasn't January Jones. It was what was her name? She played a nuclear scientist. It was the most odd type casting I've ever seen, but she played a nuclear scientist called, I think it was Christmas. What was her name? She was a model. Denise Richards. That's what it was. Denise Richards, and she played a nuclear scientist, and of course she's not like the smartest person in the world. But that's how you would probably be on shrooms. Just start talking about nuclear stuff and quantum mechanics and Squigglies, yeah. Helio said the owner of the site turned over all his clients' information to the FBI, and it became the largest honeypot operation I've ever heard of. What was the largest honeypot? Yeah, what is he talking about? Oh, by the way, I've heard that rumor too. Apparently, I send beautiful women over to seduce people so they can get, like the goods on people that I can use to destroy them later on. How interesting is that? Yes, we already know you've been branded into the cult.
I'm tough.
Have you been, Jess? Have you been sliding into people's DMs to try to get dirt on them to be used against them later on? Are you honeypotting
No,
people?
but I've definitely been a creep to some people.
I don't think you've been.
You look so beautiful on your picture. That's me. Sliding into people's DM. You look so beautiful. I love your skirt. I love your dress.
Why?
Why? Because I'm so nice.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes you just, you gotta try a little bit. You gotta try.
Oh, the Silk Road Deep website. Okay, that's what Healy's talking about. The Silk Road Deep web. So all that got compromised.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was called the Silk Road. It was on the deep web, and I guess you paid in Bitcoin, but it was before all this stuff started to get legalized, and it got shut down. And I guess Helios was saying that all that got turned over to the authorities, all the clients, all the people who ran it. Interesting, right? I mean, like people should like not. They should not put out personal information on shit that's illegal like that. You would think that they have some common sense, but I guess drugs make you do stupid shit. Hey, Christy Santiago is an ape that eats mushrooms. Yes, Christy, did you watch from the beginning about my Indica experience? I sent you a message. maybe that's why you're here. But yeah, I want to try a microdose one of these days. That's for sure. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said,
agree.
I just mellow, man. As my roommate said, I just chilled on the couch, man. I was just one with the couch. But I wide awake now, and I feel very refreshed.
If you missed the stream, you should go back because we talked about a lot of important things.
Highly important things.
Highly important things.
When are we going to get you and Christy Santiago in a stream?
Ooh, yes.
And
She was on the other day.
Oh, was she stream? Was she on with you?
Yep.
Oh, well, okay, but for a topic though.
Oh yeah, right.
You could talk about this topic. She knows about this particular subject.
Totally.
All right. So, anyways, guys, that was my experience. If you guys have any questions, let me know before I wrap this up. These are little things are fun. There she is. I just don't know what else to tell you about my experience other than it was just enjoyable. And you know, I had Jess there in case things got out of hand, and she's like, "Are you alive?" And I'm like,
I'm texting him. I messaged him on Instagram. I was like going all over the place. You live?
She was worried and concerned. That's nice of her. She's like, "If something happens to you, can I have your shit?"
Oh, I already know that I will. So.
Let's see here to catch up. Christy, let me ask Christy something out. Do you have Skype, Christy? I don't remember. Is Skype or not? But Goddess Scummer says what I missed. Well, just me explaining my Indica experience. Nothing major this morning. Just kind of a chill hangout. But I am going to call it a day, and I will. I'll go over some ideas that I have with you, Jess. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Let's stay after the stream, and then we also have to discuss the other thing too.
Okay, we'll discuss the other thing. The other thing that I don't want to discuss, but I will discuss because I don't know what.
We're going to anyway.
Christy just woke up. Did you talk about Uni's big diaper?
Yeah, you can actually check out my videos. I expose him for his diaper wearing man ass. So.
A couple last questions before I wrap up. By the way, leave comments in the comment section, please. I like reading them. Rodent says, serious question. Was your THC experience contrasted to an alcohol inebriant? Completely different. Completely different. Alcohol inebriant, you feel drunk. When I was, high, as far as like my senses were perfectly fine. I just didn't want to talk. I just was, I just didn't feel like enunciating things. I was that laid back. I was like literally one with the couch. I'm just like, and it was just, yeah, a different feeling altogether, right? So it wasn't it wasn't at all mind altering. I'm just like, I'm just really chill right now. I don't want to do fuck all. That's it. And then I woke up with a little bit of cotton mouth and really starving for a sandwich.
I told you to have a drink.
Yeah, no, I was drinking goods.
Oh, you have to sleep next to a fucking drink. That's what you got to do. You got to drink the water. No, water. Well, water without sugar in it, like the actual authentic organic water.
This is diet. Okay, this is literally diet. Diet 5 cranberry, less than 1 gram of sugar. So 5 calories, 3 servings. So it's only 15 calories for the whole thing. So. Goddess Scummer, yep, that should be funny. Uni might have an aneurysm over this one. No, Uni Rock hasn't done anything. He's been ignoring her.
I know. I've been making his videos. He hasn't even addressed me.
He's scared to death of you. He still can't.
He called me lol cow. Like, that's it. That's all he got. And that's like,
why would he talk about me when he has you to talk about? I don't get it.
I know.
Weird.
And I exposed him because he wears diapers. And it's only because a subscriber of mine messaged me and said, please don't tell anyone. And then I disobeyed their trust. And I told everyone, yes, he confided in her that he wears diapers.
Skype, if a link is set, I'll... she wants to come in for a minute. Can she come in for a minute?
Who?
Crystal
yeah.
Santiago.
Yeah, of course.
Let me get her on Skype real quick. Can you entertain? Can you without removing clothes? Can you entertain the masses for a minute?
Hi.
Oh God. So much talent.
Welcome to my future show.
Shoot, I don't have you, Christy. I don't think I've ever talked to her on Skype. You know what? Just add me, Christy, and I'll add you in. Let me give you mine real quick. Christy, I'll give it to you on Facebook. Oh my God! All these messages on Facebook. I just like looked. Holy crap! I've had a lot of people message me this morning. Oh, okay. I'll check that out later. So, yeah, that anything more than one sentence I have to read later on. People. Yeah, my lighting's bad. That's okay. Woo! Really dark in here this morning. How about that? That's a little soft lighting, ain't it? Not that anybody cares. Kimomaki says that you're undressing him through your webcam with your eyes. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're sexually harassing Chemo with your eyes because you're looking at him through your camera now, he hasn't given consent for that yet. Buy some LED strip lights. Yeah, I might have to get something. Well, there's a light over there. I just can't figure out how to turn it on. Yeah, Facebook is alive again. I had nothing to do with that. Oh, not now. Oh, she says not now. Okay, well, later on. Whatever.
All right, well, bye.
I will buy then, Christy Santiago.
I forgot she's coming on. Sorry, I'm high.
No, she's not. She says another time.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So with that, then, we're going to end it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to know more about my experience, message below. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and share. Discussions you want to have, let me know, too. Follow Jessie over on her channel. Link is in the video description. And go over there and tell her what you want her to do, because for some reason, she's really into that. I don't judge. All right. Jess, you want to promote anything?
I do. I will promote that I'm coming back. My back? Okay. So join my sex cult Discord. It's free. And that's it.
By the way, he has given you consent to undress him with your eyes through the camera.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to end this, but while we end this, just look at him, stare at him just with your eyes. Imagine him being undressed. Kimomaki, this is for you. This is what she's doing. She's undressing you. Yeah. You know what? I'm undressing him too. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.